Entire courtroom feels sick to their stomach after attorney places giant rock on table as evidence. These murderers should definitely get what's coming to them. A rather enormous murder weapon was presented in court during a trial to illustrate just how huge a boulder that was used to kill a university student. The rock, which weighed 82 pounds, was in front of the court as someone recounted the details of the murder of 21-year-old Hannah Cornelius. Cornelius was kidnapped and gang raped, and the boulder was used to smash her skull. The men who were found guilty used the boulder to slam her head twice while they held her down. The blow that ended her life was delivered after she'd been raped by at least 3 of the men. One of the kidnappers also stabbed her in the neck with a knife. Nashville Julius, age 29, Vernon Whitboy, 33, and Eben Van Nieberk, age 28, and Geraldo Parsons, 27, are all currently facing charges of rape, kidnapping, robbery, and murder. The boulder was laid in front of the desk off the judge at the Western High Court in Cape Town, South Africa. When it was lifted and dropped by 2 security guards, it was met with gasps of horror and shock in the courtroom. Cornelius reportedly took a friend home in her car in May last year at around midnight, and she parked her car outside the home of her friend. The 4 men then came up and kidnapped the 2 of them. They held a screwdriver to her chest and a knife to the back of her friend, threatening to kill him if he made any sudden moves. One of the gang members said to 22-year-old Cheslin Marsh, "Sit still or we kill her." They proceeded to rob Marsh of his phone and money, then locked him in the trunk of the car, while they placed Cornelius between 2 of them in the back seat of her car. The gang drove to a drug dealer's home to purchase drugs and smoke crystal meth. They drove away moments later and removed Marsh from the trunk and into the bushes. They lay his head on a rock and reportedly bashed his skull with bricks repeatedly. Marsh said in court, "I went unconscious, and when I woke up, I was in horrible pain. The pain was everywhere. When I heard Hannah speak last, her voice was really soft and could tell she was terrified." Marsh survived the attack. Then he staggered to a nearby home with a broken arm and injuries to his head. Cornelius's body was found a few miles away. She was dumped by the road as it appeared that she'd been gang raped in what was described as a painful attack. The men allegedly found the boulder and smashed her head with it. According to the bruising on her arms, she'd been held down at the time. An autopsy was conducted by forensic pathologist Dr. Deidre Abraham, and she confirmed that Cornelius's killers had dropped the rock twice. She said, "The skull is made of very strong bones. It isn't easy for it to break, unless a lot of power is used to hit it. The blunt force injuries that her head received were rapid and fatal." The gang went on to rob with the hijacked car, robbing 3 women before their car was stopped. After a high-speed police chase, the suspects were picked up after ditching the car and fleeing.